Star Control 2 is a classic among fans of space games, but I don't know if a lot of people realize it also has a manual with an intro story that's written much better than what you're used to in video game backstories. That, along with the fold-out galaxy map, make this a pretty cool package. I like the cover here. It's pretty exciting with two distinctly alien appendages grabbing the Earth and apparently ripping it apart. The back does a great job of communicating the variety of gameplay the game has, with a handful of screenshots each focused on a different aspect of the game. We see there's diplomacy, head-to-head combat, exploration of over 3,000 planets among 500 planetary systems, and ship customization. Inside, there's the CD, which is pretty bare bones itself. But then there's the manual and the galaxy map poster. We'll look at this poster in a minute because I want to focus on the manual and its extensive and pretty well written backstory. The first line, "The story begins with the radio," already demonstrates that there's at least some artistry to the writing here. The story starts with Earth narrowly avoiding destroying itself through nuclear war, then establishing peace, colonizing the stars, and eventually meeting the Chenjesu, who warned them of a horde of conquering warriors, the Urquan, and its allies, the hierarchy of battle thralls. Earth joins the Chenjesu as a member of the Alliance of Free Stars. 20 years later, a Star Control captain is ambushed and forced to land on a planet. Over the next 10 years, an anticipated supply ship from Earth fails to arrive, leaving everyone worried about what might be going on, while at the same time they discover that the planet they're on contains an automated underground factory which begins the process of constructing an enormous starship. Fast forward another 10 years and it's finished, and it's time to head back to Earth to see what's going on. Obviously, this is the short version I'm giving you. The story's told over 5 pages. And it concludes with this paragraph that really gives you some tension to take into the game. A horrible thought crossed your mind. Had the Urquan broken through the Alliance defense lines and attacked your ancestral home? Was there devastation? Had the cities been obliterated by nuclear weapons and the irradiated survivors left roaming the ashes like primal apes? You'll know in 48 hours. I mean, this is all pretty good writing for a video game manual. The manual then breaks down all the aspects of the game like galaxy exploration, resource extraction, ship-to-ship combat, interspecies diplomacy, and then we get a bunch of profiles of the various alien species in the game. First we have the members of the Alliance of Free Stars, and we get the same for the Urquan hierarchy. This last sentence for the Urquan themselves creeps me out. When giving orders or interrogating enemies, the Urquan use talking pets, large-brained, non-sentient, frog-like creatures that possess the ability to translate all languages. Then there's a section on all the different ships in the game. Of note, here's the Spothy Eluder's butt missile system, backwards utilized tracking torpedo missiles. An effective Spothy strategy is to circle the opponent just out of range, bobbing in to launch butt missiles. And finally, here's the hint book, which the cover told us about. It's really just a section of the manual. This is all helpful stuff because so much of the game does depend on blindly exploring the galaxy that it's nice to know where some of this specific stuff is. And speaking of exploring the galaxy, here's the Hyperspace Star Map. And this isn't 100% necessary because there is an in-game map which pretty much does the trick, but this is obviously bigger than what we would have on the screen in-game. It helps to be able to see everything at once, and it's just a neat extra thing for the game to have. The dotted lines showing regions that are controlled by various other civilizations are neat, but those can also be found in-game. There are some inconsistencies to real life here in the star placement, by the way. For instance, Sirius here is shown as being the closest star to Sol, our sun, but really that should be the Centauri system stars, which are a little further away down here. Also, Betelgeuse should be closer than Rigel, and Arcturus is way over here when it's actually much closer than Betelgeuse or Rigel. But these are things that most people won't notice, and those of us who do notice shouldn't care anyway. This isn't meant to be hard science fiction, it's just science fiction, and this map is pretty cool. I really appreciate the box for Star Control 2. Foldouts are always fun, and the manual's backstory has more nuance than you'll find in just about any other manual backstory. And in this case, it actually enhances the gameplay, because it has such depth that it grants more weight to the things you're doing in-game, and really makes your actions feel more meaningful.